home life was good off and on. It wasn't perfect, but it was fine, I guess. That's a story for another day, but yeah. And then my school life, it was also okay. It wasn't perfect because I wasn't really into sports at the time. Yeah, like I didn't play sports, I don't think. No, I didn't play sports that entire year. Because I play soccer. Soccer is a sport that I'm good at and that I like. Um, but I didn't play it that year because we couldn't afford it. And, anyways, this was around the time where people started judging other people and kids started being isolated from groups. Social statuses weren't coming out yet because there were sports, but there weren't a lot of sports that someone would get announced over the microphone, like, oh, so and so won this game or whatever. That wouldn't happen. The only thing that ever got announced over the microphone was the announcements and people who had birthdays. Um, but I was one of them, sort of. I got judged by what I wore and stuff because at the time I didn't have a lot of money to go shopping with, and I didn't get to go to the mall that often. And yeah, the only reason we ever went to the store was to go get food. We didn't buy clothes that much because I had a lot of clothes, but I was weird at the time. I didn't like wearing pants that were too tight or felt weird. I didn't like V-necks at all. I didn't like because I was very cautious of things up here. Um, I'm sure a lot of girls can relate to that. Like, we're very cautious of how much shows, and also it's because of dress code too. I did not want to get kicked out of school for a day because of that, or have my mom called because of that. Um, and the year gradually got worse just because I've always struggled in math. Math is just not my strong suit. It is the worst subject. Like it's the bane of my existence. Like if math was not something that you had to do good in to qualify to go to college, my life would be perfect. Um, or my life would be better in that case. But the math teacher that I had, she was just not being supportive of me. I couldn't get an IEP. If you don't know what an IEP is, it's basically just a person that helps you do better in that subject and helps you understand it better. Because like if you're in a fast-paced class, they will slow it down for you and explain it to you better so you understand it. Um, and I failed one quarter. Actually, no, I failed two. Um, I passed the first quarter barely, and the last quarter I passed barely. Um, the middle quarters I failed both of them, but luckily I didn't have to go to summer school. I was just lucky and everything. It just was not helping me out with it. And my mom and my dad went to the only one teacher parent conference, and they tried to make it better, but it just ended up not working out anyways. Oh, I was so glad when that year finally ended and the summer came just because I was so done. I was just not happy at all with what was going on because I was getting so stressed out about every single class. Because this was a time where if you didn't get your things done, you stayed inside for recess. And that I was just mad because that was like the last year we were ever gonna have recess. Like we did go outside sometimes um, during seventh grade, but we didn't do it all the time. And also just because at the time I didn't have anything to do outside. Um, but the year went by, and then seventh grade came around, and this was probably like the worst year and the best year at the same time. That just sounds so weird. Like, it went well for the most part, but it was mostly because of the teachers that it went well, but it went bad in some ways too. basically, this is when, like, everything just started getting into where it's like popularity is like the biggest thing. It like was a total popularity contest. Like social statuses started coming out because we had pep rallies then, and it got announced like if the volleyball team or the football team got announced because they won a game or whatever. And they didn't have a soccer team because my school failed 8 levies in a row. So they didn't have enough money to start a soccer team for the junior high. You had to wait till high school to do it, or you had to join like a league. I joined LMYSA. Google it if you don't know it. I wasn't good enough to do WCSA. Yes, I'm trying to figure out all the initials of the leagues. But anyways, I wasn't good enough for that. I didn't have all the fancy footwork. I just wanted to play soccer to play it. And then, girls started liking boys around this time more than just friends. And I thought that was totally ridiculous. Like, granted, I ended up liking someone, but I won't get into that. That's for when I do the Draw My Life video. If I reach 100 subscribers, or if I reach like 1,000 subscribers, then I'll do that. But that's probably gonna be years from now, or months away. I don't know. Just depends. That does not mean every random person that watches this video subscribe to me. I'm not saying that at all. It's your total decision. But anyways, then this is around the time I started thinking about cutting and suicide. I didn't think about it that much. It was just off and on. The only thing I ended up really doing was scratching myself on my forearms till they went raw. I'm trying to show you what I mean by it. Oh, I can't. You see those little dots right there? That's from that. I did it again, but not. I don't really know why. Just because sometimes I did it for no apparent reason. And it really, really hurt. I just was getting all these emotions inside of like, I don't feel like I should be here right now just because if you've ever felt like you were the kid that was sort of really different in school and like everyone else was normal, but you were like the oddball, isolated from everyone else, that's basically how I felt at the time. I felt like I just wasn't the same as everyone else. I just felt like I don't fit in, no one's ever gonna like me, I'm just a total nobody. And that made me feel really bad and stuff, and like I just felt really alone, and I just didn't feel like there was anybody who really connected with me in the way that people from church did. Because I started going to church around this time too, and that had been a big impact on my life because I didn't go to church for a long, long time. I kind of really regret doing that just because I feel like it made friendships that I had with people from my church before I stopped going, kind of doused them and drowned them a lot. Because, like, people who, like, I had known ever since I was 5, like, we had the good relationship up until, like, after our youth conference, and then things just started going downhill. It's better now, so don't worry about that. And then, I'm trying to make this video not so long, but yeah, if it goes over 20 minutes, then I'll just stop it at 25 because it's just gonna be too long. Anyways, but yeah, the only thing I ended up doing was scratching my forearms because I was too much of a coward to take a knife and slice it through my wrists. I didn't want to feel the pain of it. And the idea of like going to myself and killing myself and having my parents find me, I just didn't want to put them through that and everything, just because I was like, even if I feel like it's right, everyone else around me is going to be upset and stuff. And I don't want anyone to go reporting anything. I'm better now, trust me. I am so much better now. I'm just telling you this so that way, if you're experiencing this right now, you can go get help. Because there are people who will understand you. Like, I know you think that you're like the oddball person sitting over there in the corner and no one understands you, and you feel like nobody will ever want to be your friend, but trust me, it will get better. It may seem like it's going to take all your life, but it's really only going to take a couple of months. Trust me. I had a lot of really good teachers at the time, like my art teacher. I'm pretty skilled at art. If you watch my sketchbook video, I'm pretty good at it for the most part. I progress at it almost every year. But anyways, she was like really supportive of me and everything, and she just told me like when I was doing good and stuff, and I ended up getting all A+ in art that year, which made me extremely happy because art was what I love doing. It was like my escape and my way to like express myself without being too without making me talk, because I was still like a bit of a shy person at the time, and I'm trying to overcome that now. Anyways, then I started getting into boys and everything, and I was getting mad at myself because of that, just because I was thinking to myself I'm going for boys that are probably not even laying an eye on me at all. Granted, one of them, we do talk now, does not mean there's anything there. I'm just saying, we talk. That's all. We're just friends, okay? It's a textationship where we talk to each other, but we don't ever see each other in the real world. We probably do see each other, just we don't ever communicate in that time. Anyways, yeah, I started liking boys, but I started, as I said, going for boys that would probably never lay an eye on me at all. And also for ones that were probably already going into something at the time. I started going to football games a lot too, but that was because my brother was in the marching band, and I kind of just stayed in my bleachers all that time. I didn't leave the bleachers, I just stayed up there with my mom and my dad. And yeah, I just felt really, really, really alone. And then I started going to church, and everyone started being good to me there, and I felt like a part of something for a change. And I felt like, even if school isn't going well, it's probably always going to go well here for the most part. And there was a place where I could 100% be myself. Granted, there are sort of limits, you can't do certain things, obviously, but for the most part, you can speak your mind, be yourself, and no one's gonna judge you for it. And yeah, I just felt really good at that time. And then 8th grade came around, and this is the grade I'm in right now. I'll be a freshman next year. Whoopee. Yeah, freshman year. Oh, I hope it's gonna go good. Anyways, 8th grade came around, and I was so depressed when I came in to the first day of school. I just was walking in there, moping around half the time, just completely and utterly just going through the day as I would any day of the week. I just felt oh, okay, summer was basically just the worst vacation ever, and we're coming back from it now. Because as I said, something happened over the summer that just totally ripped my heart out. As I said, that's for another day. But anyways, I just started totally just thinking to myself oh my gosh, am I ever going to get out of this pain? Am I ever going to not feel the way I feel right now? Is there ever going to be anyone there who's going to like me? Is there ever going to be, am I ever going to have a friend that's going to stick around? A friend that's, never, ever going to go, betray me for someone else or whatever. And then I basically start talking to this one dude. He introduced himself first, and his name is Jacob. I'll just tell you his first name and not his last. But anyways, his name is Jacob, and we actually connected a lot because we're both pretty artistic, and we like a lot of the same movies. But he's much better skilled in art, not in art, in math than I am. He's kind of like one of those smart aleck people who will like answer like the most obvious answers in the freaking world on papers. But I don't know. I thought that was cool. I'm into sarcasm. If you have a good sense of humor, then that's nice. That's a plus. And like, I started getting bullied too by these girls. Like, if they're watching this, I'm just saying. You were like, I'm not gonna say it to you face to face. But anyways, they were like judging me, telling me what I should wear, like asking me what guys I liked and everything. And like, trust me, I like guys, okay? There's a guy I like right now, but I'm not gonna freaking tell you who it is because chances are if I tell you, you're gonna go tell them and I'm gonna be totally embarrassed, you know? And they kept telling me, oh, people, they actually go up and they say, do you wanna go out with me? Like, directly after, and like the person probably doesn't even know you like them. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. Like, if you're a jock, that's one thing, because then you'll probably like amaze people that you like this person. But if you're like me or something, you don't go up to a freaking jock and say, hi, you don't know me, but I actually like you, so do you want to go out with me sometime? That does not happen, people. That's like, if you do that, you're just gonna be embarrassed for the rest of the school year by that. You're gonna be known as a person who legit walked up and straightforward told this person you like them. And this person probably doesn't even know you that well. Like, the guy I like, he knows me in some form, just not enough to do that. And also just because they would say, oh, go up and tell this person because I think you guys would be a cute couple. Okay, I know this person. He did the stupidest thing ever. I understand why he did it because he was brokenhearted, but that's just not something you should do. Basically, he'd been dating his girl for a year, and then he broke up with her, and then he legit 2 weeks later got with this other girl. I'm not gonna say their names or anything, but that's what happened. It happens a lot. This person ended up breaking up with the girl legit a week after New Year's. And I felt bad for him because he deserves a lot in this world. Granted, he's a jock and everything, but jocks deserve things too. They don't have an easy life, as most people think they do. Some of them I think they do because they can afford very expensive shoes, but that's beside the point. Anyways, basically, I just didn't want to be a part of that group anymore. And also a thing happened around Christmas where I had this gift, I was gonna give it to someone. Not go well. Just not at all. And it just ruined my friendship with a guy. We were just friends, nothing else. And I did like him at one point, but he's kind of a jerk anyways, so yeah, we're just not gonna talk about that. And like, I kept thinking about the group of people who I'd originally sat with at the beginning of the year, and then I switched over to the girls' table because I thought that, okay, maybe I have a chance to make some friends that are girls, because I'd always connected with guys so naturally, because I'll be honest with you, I was majority of the time a tomboy. I might have worn pink, and I might have said my favorite color was pink, but I was not afraid to get dirty. I'll just be honest. Like, I went and swam in a mud puddle when I was like 5 with my friends. That is not a girly thing to do. And I went around wearing barefoot. Like, all throughout my kid years, I did that during the summertime. Throughout the entire summer, ran around barefoot, no shoes on. Then when I got to school, I got civilized. But anyways, um, basically, I was just getting tired of them telling me, "Oh, you should straighten your hair. You should wear a new shirt. I want to help you get this guy." They didn't actually mean that. They were just telling me all this crap just to make them entertained. So I stopped talking to them, and I went back to the original table, and now I have a big group of friends. Granted, really only two of them are really friends because I talk to them more. The other four are kind of just there, and one of them is kind of annoying. But yeah, I won't say their names, but you know who you are. I just want to really thank them just because they showed me really what true friendship is, what not judging friendships are, what friendships that you can just completely talk your mind, be yourself, not freaking worry about a thing because chances are these people have done something of the same kind too. And we talk at art a lot and everything. That's probably giving away who it is, but anyways, yeah, I really want to thank them. And I basically got into art this quarter, and I get so agitated because I'm working on something really cool right now, and I really, 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 really want to finish it. And I talked to my guy friend on a social media thing. I won't say which one because that's giving away the person. And if he just so happens to watch this video, I'd rather make him, make the person just think and it just not be obvious to who it is. Because I don't want people to start assuming things. Anyways, we talk quite a bit. I'm the one majority of the time asking questions, but that's okay. Because I'm a very, very curious person, and I try to get to know the person. Maybe not as fast as possible, because I like to space conversations out. Because, okay, if it's during the summer, that's one thing, but if it's during the school year and on the weekends, probably had a good combo. Not really. Because I cannot stay up till 3 a.m. and wake up at 6 to go to school. Just never gonna happen. Anyways, oh yeah, and the resources. You can get antidepressants, but truthfully I wouldn't recommend them because I would rather go speak to someone about it. Like, it can be your doctor, it can be your therapist or your counselor, it can be any of those people. Or you can just sit down and talk to a friend about it. But truthfully, if you really want to get some professional help, then go talk to a therapist or counselor. It wasn't me that we were going for, but I also had to talk to her a little bit. We talked to her as a family just because it was really helpful as to get over things like that. And the antidepressants, the reason why I wouldn't suggest them is because then you can get addicted to them. And that's not a good thing. Because once you stop being depressed, you're just going to keep taking them because it's natural for you. Like, if you're a very, 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 if you're a person that knows when to stop, then cool. Like, I'm not saying people don't know how to stop, I'm just saying it's probably not the best option. At least I wouldn't recommend it. But if you don't want to talk to a stranger about it, then talk to your parent, talk to your friend, talk to your doctor, just to get some professional help. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then hit the like button, or comment down below and tell me what you thought about it, or if you have any video suggestions that you'd like to see more of. And if this helped you out, then definitely message me or whatever. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I'm obviously on YouTube. You can just text me in the discussion tab, or you can just message me. Then that'll be cool. And if you just like the video in a whole, you can subscribe. There'll be more videos like this in the future. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and